One moment. All right, here we go. There we go. Yeah, okay. We all good.
Ha.
Mine says waiting.
Yeah.
Don't be a smart ass now, girl.
Alright.
Here we go. Now we're live.
Alrighty, good morning, good evening, whatever the case may be, and welcome to Table Talk with Jack and Anita and the lovely Stephanie. Excuse me. Essa, introduce yourself.
Yeah. Oh, well, hello. I am Asadora Summers. I have the reality. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. This is so overwhelming, people. Okay. Reality of a Virtual World. That's my YouTube channel. I'm Asadora Summers in World. And I don't know what else. So what I'm doing at the moment, why I'm so easily overwhelmed, is that I am currently recording this live stream so I can put it on my channel, Reality of a Virtual World, to introduce my subscribers to Jack's World. Because I would really like some SL YouTubers crossovers, us that are working hard on our own for their creativity.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of interesting to see what kind of perspective you bring to the show on your own stream.
Yeah, this is so weird.
There's nothing weird about it, my dear. Just have fun with it. I mean, I am kind of raw and uncut. Hello, everybody out there on her channel. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, well, my channel, it is used to the raw and uncut and organic. That's how I started my YouTube channel. I just put it all out there. At the time, I went forever without even trying to learn how to edit. And the reason why I just didn't bother with it, because I'm like, no, I just want to do this and not have to worry about editing. And so yeah, don't worry, they're used to the rawness.
Oh, are they now?
Oh yeah.
I was waiting to hear you say edit.
No, I've got quite a few that stuck with me, and what I like about my subscribers is that if they don't have anything nice to say, then they won't do anything at all. Like
Oh,
no
really?
dislike or no like. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, but I think I have like 2 hate watchers that when they get butt hurt, then they'll dislike my video, and I know who those people are. That's the thing. But I'm not going to dox them or anything. I mean, engagement is engagement.
You know you really made it when you start getting a lot of dislikes and grumpy people making comments. That's when you know you're starting to get there.
Well, I don't like it. I mean, I don't like it. I just rather, have people, learn and enjoy my channel and what I can offer or try to offer.
Oh, I'm sure
Because I
they
just
do.
want to educate, and speaking as oldie to oldie,
Right.
we have a lot of experience to offer people, and I know there's other SLers out there that are as old as we are. I'm talking res years people
Yeah, no
that's been
shit.
around for that's been around forever, that they may feel like they're alone, or they may feel like, ah, this is all crazy. Am I the only one that thinks this? No, they're not. They're not.
Right. Well,
Well, if we go by SL years, we're all extremely old.
Yeah.
well, actually, if you actually think about it and you figure it out, I think I did it one time. I think Jack is around 75 years old or some shit like that when you actually break it down into real life years as well. Going by the whole scale of each day is like 4 days, real lifetime or some shit like that.
It's six SL days and nights to every 124 real life period.
I thought it was a four. I thought it was 4 days for
No,
every
it's
one day.
6. No, it's 6. Now, I know for sure it used to be 6, but I heard something about when I don't know, they changed the ability to shorten days and nights through the Winlot or something settings. I don't know. So then it might have knocked it down to 4 days. I'm not quite sure, but I know there was some type of change. But
I
Yeah,
always
it's
thought it
been
was
four
at
days
four,
for a
but
few years now.
yeah.
uh, well, I still say 6 because I don't change my settings.
That's all good. It's all good. Alrighty, ladies. Since it's Saturday and it's that weekend sale crap, have any of y'all gone shopping today?
Shopping.
Yeah, shopping. Spending that money.
Oh, well, I I went to 3 places. And that was it.
3 places. And what places did you go?
I went to a makeup place to get some eyeshadow that I liked and that would fit, and that was on sale. And then
Hmm.
I got these black leather ring thingies that I'm wearing from
Ah,
Friday.
ooh, styling and profiling.
I'm trying
Well,
to.
the only thing I got from the Friday sale was chili and cornbread
Oh yeah, I
and the
didn't.
pizza dispenser.
Oh yeah, I not me. I passed those right up because I live alone. I mean, the only type of food I worry about is kitty cat food for my kitty cats. I mean, I have a whole folder of food stuff, but nobody ever comes around. What am I going to do? Sit there and RP eat, feed myself?
I should do a video about that. I bet people would like that.
Oh, what? Virtual mukbang.
I mean, think about it. That one video you did when you was feeling bad and you were sitting there looking all pale and red cheeked and sitting in the bed. Do
From
one
my
when
sick
you're sitting
bed.
there. Do one when you're sitting there having a meal, and like open it up and say, "Oh, hello everybody, come on in, have a bite."
Make sure to smack your lips and
Uh,
slurp
uh,
your soup.
well, no, no, that's all right. No. No, I don't have a problem doing anything on the toilet or from my sick bed, but I think the eating in front of people is a no-go area for me.
Well, then you just set your table and invite everybody in.
Wow. Now, okay, what's the difference there? I've got to ask a question. If you're willing to sit on the toilet and do a video, why not do a video then watching you eat?
I don't know. I mean, okay, if I'm reading a date note card, if I'm sitting at the table, right, and I'm like eating whatever and reading a note card, I'm going to choke to death. But
Oh,
if I'm sitting on the toilet reading a note card, hey, what's going to happen? It's going to come out.
Might pee a little bit from laughing.
Well, yeah, ain't nobody going to know though, see, because it's in the toilet.
oh my goodness.
Unless they hear the little trickle trickle.
Oh, well, I'm not going all out to make some body noises with my like pee pee pee. No, I'm not going to do that.
Let's see there. Would you really have to make the
Oh, God.
the food noises as well? I mean, come on. You wouldn't have to make the food
Well,
noises.
no, but on the Lakuta head, uh, they have like some pretty cool chew animations.
Hmm.
Oh, they
Because
do, do
I
they?
got a
Yeah.
new head, but I'm not using the built-in Lakuta animations because they don't do well with my face shape. So I'm just using my facial AO from GAEG.
Hmm.
But yeah. And Anita, you're so awesome. You taught me. You taught me and you explained to me about the Lakuta EVO-X stuff. Thank you so much.
No
Wow.
problem. Happy to help.
That's where we bring people together.
Yeah, you learn things.
So what's going on with your channel nowadays, anyway?
Uh, what do you mean?
I mean, what have you been doing? What's your newest project?
Oh, right. Well, I just got done doing a part 10 in the Dating and Second Life, The Struggle is Real series, and that went over quite well. I did two note cards, and yeah, you
I'm kind of
know,
glad you brought that up, by the way.
okay, well,
You know,
alrighty.
I've been watching your channel for a while, now. Those videos are quite entertaining. But when are you going to bring a guy on there to get the male's perspective on some of the female out there?
Well, I had attempted that once, and let's just say I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible
Uh-huh.
that the guy could not outlogic me. He couldn't. Because when I would say something and break it down, then, he would say, well, no, you make a good point.
No,
You make a good point.
I'm not talking about arguing with each other. I'm just saying you're sitting there reading all these these guy cards looking for girls.
Hmm.
Well, how about a guy coming on reading all the girl cards looking for men?
Oh, I'm not going to subject my subscribers to that. No way,
You
man.
are crazy.
Yeah, my channel's a safe space. No one is going to come on my channel and disregard. My subscribers, they're 95% women.
Right, okay.
Well, that's what
Wouldn't they
YouTube tells me.
benefit from a male point of view?
Well, as a
On
subscriber,
what not to put in your card.
yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah. If you're a subscriber to my channel, you're going to know that do you really want a male point of view, a male from Second Life point of view, just by the content of the note cards that I read. Now, I'm not saying that all men in Second Life are like that. Of course, Jack isn't. Jack is a great conversationalist. He's very engaging when it comes to conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But
Well, thank you for the
that,
compliment.
oh, you're welcome. But there's a difference. Am I right, Anita?
Oh yes, oh yes. I have met quite a few guys I can hold a decent conversation with, but I would say at least 70% of the men out there are just looking for some type of hookup, one way or another, and they don't really want to do much talking other than trying to hit on you to get into your pants.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, you can say the same about the women. I mean, come on now. You know, we were
I'm
talking.
not going to deny that.
We were talking a
Men-
little bit off the air before you came in about how when you're trying to build a friendship, just a casual friendship, when women find out that you are taken and you're in a serious relationship and you're not the type to sit there and fool around, it is so hard to develop a friendship with that person because 90% of them are just wanting sex anyway. And if you're not going to sit there and give it up to them, they walk away.
That or they're interested in more than sex. They want a relationship.
Well,
Not
from
so much a
my
friendship.
from my point of view, now not lumping all women into this category, but I say a good majority of them, you can't separate the two. Sex and love. It's a known fact. Women cannot separate the two all that well. Not as well as us men can. Does that make it all right? No, it doesn't. Well, that's just the difference between a man and a woman. Wow, that really killed the conversation there, huh?
Well, I think it depends on the woman, honestly. 'Cause I know a lot of women that they're not into relationships whatsoever, and they do not confuse the two at all.
I didn't say all of them like that, but 90% of them are out. Plain and simple.
Uh, from for me personally, I will admit that I can misread signals. Like, oh wow, he really likes me because he said he did, and I get all excited and everything. And it's not like I start planning things, but I just, you know, get excited. And later on, I find out that just because a guy says he likes you, it really may mean something totally different. You know,
Just
so
not like you in that way.
yeah, you know, but it's like they only tell you that they like you in their certain way, which is different from yours or what have you, after you've rejected them for sex or they've
Oh,
found someone that's easy to open that door with. Then they
okay.
tell you, oh, well, you're just a friend.
Okay, that's bullshit. I'm gonna tell you right now. When a guy does that, when a guy says that, he was wanting to do you from day one, and he's trying to smooth over his ego and make him feel better about himself.
Well,
If they feel the need, if we feel the need to come out and say, "Oh well, I'm not trying to do this, I'm not trying to do that," the players will always say that when
oh, yeah.
after they gotten
Oh,
shot down.
oh, yeah, totally. It's them trying to, yeah, you're right, try to recover their ego. Oh, well, I don't like you in that way. And then they never talk to you again.
Uh
Oh, yeah. I mean, I come across that in note cards all the time. The whole red flags. Yeah.
Do you ever pick
Oh,
out the good qualities of these people? I mean, you I mean, you'd always throwing out the red flags. Like, okay, everybody, here's a red flag. Look at this red flag. What about that red flag? Do y'all see the red flags?
look, just consider the material that I'm working with here. And
So,
I
so,
do try to be positive.
so I'm gonna interrupt you for a moment because you got to remember it's an SL dating agency. If they're in an agency, there's a reason why,
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
and that's the only way they can get anybody.
Well, I mean, that's true, but there's on with my personal female perspective, well, just me personally, I started doing the dating agency as a way to be social, which was more controllable than like going to like a crowded sim to where it I feel all anxious and I'm like a wallflower and I just end up standing there reading profiles and then I go away.
Hmm.
And that's not really
Well,
being social.
as somebody who's I have not seen every one of your dating videos. I've only seen like maybe two or three of them, and most of the men on those cards were married, and they didn't want to put in the time and effort to go out and meet somebody
Yeah.
because they already had somebody in real life.
Yeah.
They're just looking for a hookup.
Yep. Or SL only. Yeah, that oh
That
out of
right
all
there tells you that they're involved with somebody in real life, and they're just looking for somebody to kill their boredom off time.
Now hold on a
Mm-hmm.
minute. Now hold on one damn minute. I'm gonna let's use somebody else as an example here. Okay, you and me both know. We all know Snooky. She
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want a real life relationship with Archie, so you can't really say that. I mean, what? So what's the difference between what she does and Archie doing, and some guy saying the same thing when they're out looking for somebody in this field to be with? There's no difference there.
Again, I didn't deny that there was a difference, did I?
You're making it sound like, oh, they're taken in real life. That's the reason why they don't want anything to do outside of Second Life. To my knowledge, Snooki is
No,
single in
but
real life.
if you've looked at some of the note cards that she's read off, that's exactly what it is.
Hmm. Maybe a little bit here and there, possibly, but not every guy's going to be like that. Every
Not saying
guy
every
there, maybe, yeah. In the dating agency, yeah, probably. You getting all the sleazeballs, basically. But
guy.
Well, not all sleazeballs. I mean,
There's a couple halfway decent ones.
yeah, like the good ones. I don't read their note cards in a video, but if after things go to go to crap and they're assholes, oh yeah, then I'll read their note card.
so in other words, you're only reading the bad ones.
No, oh no. Let me think about that.
No, there. Like I said, there. I've watched a few of her videos, and there's a couple halfway decent ones.
Yeah.
Might be one or two red flags in them. Like, okay, yeah, that's a huge mama's boy right there.
Okay, let me throw it out there like this then. How many times have you gone out on a date from reading somebody's note card and you come back and do a video? Hey guys, guess what? I just had a great date and blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, I did one of those. And
One of those?
which
One
yeah,
of those?
I did one of those. One of those. And
Keyword
what was
one.
it? One, yeah, one. And I think it was don't send that snapshot the morning after the night before.
No dick pics.
Well, I had sent a snapshot of me being all pretty and decent, and I sent it to him, right? And I guess it scared him off or something. I have no idea, but things didn't go further than that. So I guess I was too soon with my here's a snapshot of me. Oh goodness gracious.
Oh, so that was the guy, huh? Wow.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
I guess I scared him. Maybe he thought,
Oh,
oh,
excuse
she's
me.
already too clingy.
That was
Wow.
a bit quick.
Yeah. So don't send a snapshot until at least 2 weeks you've been with a guy.
I wouldn't. I would. Yeah, maybe a little longer than that. Say at least
I would say a couple months.
fourth or fifth date, maybe.
Y'all, this was a snapshot of me, like, I was in my house or something and on my couch, and I don't know, it was something, but it wasn't like adult orientated.
No,
and I had
no,
all
wait,
my
no,
clothes
wait,
on.
no, wait a minute, wait a minute. I know the
didn't
one
say
you're
it
talking.
was.
I know the one you're talking about. You said it was a snapshot of you and him together.
Yeah, there was
in the
that
video.
one too.
Yeah, in the video.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, there was that one. There was me just sending a snapshot of myself, and then me and the guy. Yeah, don't do that either. The morning after the night before, don't do that either.
Hey there, Jesse. How are you?
What?
YouTube
I
chat.
said, wait, where's my brother?
YouTube chat.
What?
Somebody just said
Oh.
hello in YouTube chat.
Oh. Hey. Hey, Jesse.
How you doing?
I was looking around, y'all. Let me
Yes.
take my show friends only off. But I mean, okay. So I'm not like you know miss advice column on dating or anything. I'm not. It's just
Miss Larity.
it's just I don't. Maybe it's my personality, or or what I expect of the male species. I have no idea, but it's just the thing I do. I'm a Virgo. There you go. That's why I'm a Virgo.
Oh,
I
my
like to
goodness.
analyze.
You
I was gonna say
you gonna
standards.
say everything you do is based on your sign?
Yeah, standards is good.
Well, standards are great.
Oh, yeah. So
Excuse me.
I don't know if I don't know if I said this on a video or if I told y'all. I don't know. Anyway, uh, so the dating agency,
Right.
they have this separate they have this separate section where you pay. It's like they've added like another group where you pay. I think it's like 500 or 1,000 L or something to be in this group, and this allows you to strictly be matched with someone that likes the same things that you do. It's like a more personal
Oh,
type of
they're
endeavor.
finally stepping up their game
Elite.
then.
Yeah, it's the elite. And um yeah,
Actually,
um
it's a good idea.
it's a
Become
great idea.
if you're gonna run a dating agency in Second Life, try to make it as realistic as possible. Do a whole profile, fill out the note card, and let people try to match you.
Well, oh yeah, it's a great idea. But considering the amount of note card materials that I went through, let me tell you, it no. I mean, nobody is going to pay that much money to be in a group and to specifically type out what they're looking for, examples of what they're looking for,
Oh,
what they
excuse
like
me.
to do. They're not going to do that. I mean, they're just
Well,
they're not going to pay to do that.
you could always go from a different point of view. Have a
Mm.
mixture of some kind. A organization mixture. Like, come on down to the dating app mixture at such and such time and see who you might find or some kind of shit like that.
Man, don't get me started on. They have those. They have like a DJ. They have like events and stuff. Um,
Cool.
but it's not suited for everybody.
Is Second Life really suited for everybody, though, really? I mean, come on.
Um, um, so going to one of their events is like going to a high school pizza party with condoms.
Oh, dear Lord. Really? That
Yeah.
bad? That bad?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, I had to ask, how many of those have you been through then?
One.
Well, you can't make a judgment on that just out of one. I mean, come on.
I can. I
You,
can.
you gotta at least try something. You gotta at least try something twice.
Oh no, nope, nope, nope. I'm
Once
very
if you
good.
like it, twice if you don't.
Oh no way. No,
No.
no.
Once to see if you like it, and then think about it, and then a second time to confirm it. I mean, come on.
It was too many young people, and they were all hyper, and they were talking in terms that I had no clue what they were talking about.
Well, that's the
And
age differences we're dealing with it nowadays, dear.
yeah. Oh
I
no.
mean, we're no longer in our 20s. Hate to break it to you.
Really?
We're no longer in our, yeah, really?
Really? Well, I don't know. I mean, well, it's still an education, regardless.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure if you really let yourself unwind a little bit, you could really have some fun with these little escapades.
What do you mean?
I mean, hey, go on a date with some of these people that you go ahead and read the note card from. They just might not be able to articulate well in a note card. But if you actually sit down with them, you might get a different point of view.
I have, on a couple of occasions, given the benefit of the doubt, despite my red flags.
Oh, okay.
Ex- yeah, experiences that I do not want to relive.
That bad.
Very
Wow.
bad. Like, oh, okay. So this was the most irritating. I mean, like recently, within like the last year. So there's this guy at the dating agency. And I read his note card, and I'm like, oh well, okay. He likes to talk. He really enjoys conversation. We had we were like near the same age. He lived in the south, well, southwest. And anyway, and we're talking up a storm in IMs. It was great. And then things went to voice, right?
Okay.
He went total monosyllabic. It was like pulling teeth
Oh,
to
he
get
got
him to
shy.
say
He got
anything.
shy.
I asked him that. I said, are you shy? And he said, no. And then I heard something in the background, and I'm like, oh, are I are you on Discord? And he said, yeah, I'm playing a game.
So he was a gamer.
Yeah. And I said, oh, well, if I'm keeping you from your gaming, I can let you go. No, it it got so bad. I'm just like, well, I'm just wasting my life. Bye. And that was it.
You actually said you were wasting your life.
Yeah.
Wow. A little harsh there, don't you think?
No.
Blunt. Very blunt.
Yeah. Well, not as, harsh as him, like, just have me hang on, like, whatever letter he produced. It was torture. It was bloody torture.
Now, was he very engaging before that, though? I mean, honestly.
Yeah. And IMs, he was.
Okay,
He was funny and everything.
some people just feel better about chatting in IMs and not on voice, whether due to maybe health issues or what have you. You will encounter
It was
that.
his it was his I did a
Well,
voice.
Oh, it was his I did a
it can
voice? Okay.
Yeah.
it can be easier to open up to somebody when you're IMing than when you're talking in voice too.
No, it's just easier to sling the shit when you're in IMs and voice. To be honest, from my point of view, it's just easier if you're going to be a shit talker, you're never going to get on voice. Because then you get busted left and right.
Oh,
But
gotta go. That's my wife. Yeah.
Right.
I think it just takes all sorts. There's like all these different personalities and uh in world, and I think it's just about finding people that you mesh with.
right.
I should
Okay,
say.
since we're on that whole subject of meshing with and, what type of lifestyle would you say you live in Second Life? Both of you all. Share with the world.
Go ahead, Nina.
Uh, carefree.
Carefree. Okay.
Hmm.
Your turn.
Yeah, I would say carefree, because most of the time I just don't care.
Well, it's not so much about not caring, but I would say carefree because I don't have like a huge list of responsibility. I come here to hang out with friends and visit and meet people, spend time with, friends that are very far away. I'd say carefree because I don't have an SL job. I don't have a lot of responsibilities that are falling down on my shoulders or weighing me down.
Unlike with
Yep.
some people in here, they make it so part of their jobs. Yeah, I can get that. I can see that.
Right. And I don't, I try not to create a bunch of drama and I don't really deal well with other people's drama. I'll sit back and watch it and enjoy it, but
Yeah, you'll pitch the popcorn, right?
oh yeah, I will definitely pull up the popcorn and be like, "Oh my God, this is better than a soap opera."
Sometimes it is, quite honestly.
I've done that a few times. Done that a few times. and I'll be sitting and I'll get on voice with my best friend, or we'll be in IMs, in private chat, just talking back and forth. Be like, can you believe this crap? Because it can be very entertaining sometimes.
Okay, if there's one thing you all could do in here or change in here, what would it be?
People wise or structural wise?
Both.
Goodness. Only one?
Well, we'll start off at one. You can expand if you like.
I can think of one right off the bat. I would still like to be able to hear local voice when I'm on a private voice call.
Ooh.
Wow. I'm just kind of curious. Why would you want that?
It can be entertaining.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be distracting you from the private one-on-one conversation you're trying to have with somebody?
Not really. I've done it before, but in a different way. Like I will get on a voice call in like Discord, or I used to have Skype, and then still be able to hear what everybody's talking about in SL.
I don't think I'd like that all that well. Anything
No.
else?
I would like Linden Labs to update the landscaping on mainland. That would be great. And increase our weekly stipends as premium memberships.
Oh, you know they're not going to
And-
do that.
And
Especially since the price of everything has gone up.
well, Jack proposed this question as a utopia. So there you go. Those are my two utopia dreams.
Well, true.
And in regards to people, I wouldn't change a thing because then it wouldn't be Second Life.
Okay,
Right? Exactly.
here's another thing for you all. Now, I was running across a few little videos throughout the week, and they're talking about this lifestyle, that lifestyle. Some kinky, some not, so forth and so on. That got me to thinking, what type of lifestyles would you really consider inappropriate or appropriate for a virtual world like Second Life, and why?
I don't think that there should be either. There should be a question about that, of whether inappropriate or appropriate, unless we're talking about something illegal like having sex with a minor type shit.
Well, that should be
I'm
banned
not-
automatically.
That is right. But if you're talking about just regular lifestyle, I think that should be up to, the individual.
Well, see, if you think about this, I mean, when you think of Second Life, you think of open-mindedness, right? The ability to do and say what you think and want and what you feel, and do what you like to a certain degree, correct? Then why does everybody in Second Life seem to have a problem with certain lifestyles like nudism and BDSM and furries and all that shit? You run into so many people who have a problem with those particular lifestyles. It's mind-blowing.
Well, people are also very narrow-minded.
And your thoughts?
Who has a problem with the nudist community in Second Life?
Everybody.
We're all nude
You would have.
we're
Okay.
all nude when we res in.
I'm going. Okay. I'm going to tell you a little something. You asked me one time why I don't hardly wear a shirt, and I made the comment, "You're lucky I'm wearing anything at all." It's because I'm a
Yeah.
nudist.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
In my normal surroundings, when I'm around people that I know do not have a problem with it, Jack is always nude.
Yeah, you should have seen this club. He was naked all the time. If he had pants on, he shocked the crowd.
Uh-huh. I mean, everybody had a heart attack whenever Jack wore clothing.
Like, oh my God, Jack lost his mind. He's wearing
No.
pants.
That explains it. That explains it.
It
Yeah,
explains
I had
what?
made it.
Explains what?
Remember, a while ago, I had said you're not wearing a shirt.
Right.
Remember, like
Yeah.
in your videos.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that explains it. I get it now. Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't say that's like a major problem. That's just something that perhaps is not people aren't widely used to. You know, upon first meeting somebody or encountering them.
You would think though in a place in a virtual world like Second Life, you'd be more tolerant.
Well, if we went back to like a few years ago, and I'm talking about like more than 8 now, it was very common for people to throw like naked parties,
Yeah.
especially, in their personal parties or club events, and you don't really see that anymore, for one, unless you're at like a nudist sim. Um,
Everybody's
and
gotten
that
uptight.
used to be mine and a few of my friends, like main hangout was like one nudist sim or another. So, I mean, I guess things have definitely changed over the years. Nudity, unless you're at a nudist beach, seems to be on a downward spiral.
Yeah, you know, you make a fine point. I remember back in the day, we used to have those come as you are parties,
Right? And
and
then everybody, or we'd have the parties where everybody'd start off clothes and then everybody starts screaming, "Get naked!"
yep, yep,
Yeah,
and
it was an
I,
everyday thing.
I love those. Woo! I mean,
Right.
I do enjoy, getting naked, uh, because I mean, I'm not a nudist or anything, but if I'm having a good time and if I'm in a comfortable environment when the banter is great, then oh yeah, it all comes off at eventually. But now when I have been to clubs recently, um, and there's been a couple where it's like, okay, get naked. Nobody did,
Yeah,
and I
what
thought
kind of
that was
club was
odd.
it though?
Oh, it was one of those uh dance wannabe clubs,
Oh
where
well,
there's like
that explains
seven
a lot.
people.
Yeah, yeah, that explains a lot.
Um, I know when they do that at Rosewood, most people tend to get naked, but that's also an adult sim where they have all kinds of um, interesting parties.
Well, you know, maybe. Okay, so maybe looking at it from a technical point of view, it's too difficult to get naked these days.
Oh
And then,
bullshit!
I don't know. I can
Bullshit!
open up my folder and be naked in like 5 seconds or less.
well,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it wasn't for YouTube rules and guidelines and all that, I'd be doing my videos naked probably. But I'm not gonna go that far with it.
well, it's okay. Me, I have to be prepared. Like, and as a female, I have, we have the attachments, the extra ones. And like if I'm with a guy, for example, and it's a good solid thing or whatever, and uh uh the the intimate relations come about, I need a day ahead of time to prepare because I have to like fiddle with myself. Right? Now, if I'm out somewhere,
Oh my
then
god!
I make sure to leave underwear on because I don't wear my attachment all the time. So perhaps for some people, it's a matter of planning things accurately.
Okay, I'm going. Okay, I gotta say this. I got to say this. All right. If you are needing a whole day to prepare for Second Life sex, then you're doing something wrong.
I don't think so. I think I'm being quite, know, I am.
I mean,
I
I think you need to organize your inventory just a little bit better.
I can see it now. Your avatar running around from room to room and going into the bathroom, sitting down on the toilet. Oh shit! I forgot to shave my legs.
I was just thinking the same thing. I need to shave my legs. I need to shape the downstairs.
Oh my goodness! Like females don't do that in the physical world.
Hey, I'm talking to Sal here.
Well, I'm talking about human behavior.
Which is why when you're talking about human behavior, that's what I was imagining. Gotta shave, gotta shape.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's like I gotta look in my date folder. Do I need to update anything? Oh yeah, I have to go out and find one of these new things, and that takes me a while because you want to get the right part.
Wow.
I mean, look, I've been on a date. There's this one date, and things were like adultish, and he said, "Why don't you have a bento vagina?" And I'm like, and ever since then, I've been like, I gotta make sure it's primed and ready whenever I need it, but I need a date.
Oh, God. Oh. Why don't you... I would come back, well, why don't you have a bento penis? When you walk, why doesn't it swing back and forth?
Oh, you can get them now that they do.
I know, that's why I said it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Can you do the helicopter dance?
Goodness
Oh, let me get you a bow tie for
gracious.
that.
Wow. The things we discuss here in Jack's world. I'm telling you, people. Okay, for those of y'all that might be watching the replay later on and you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Jack. Isadora, introduce yourself.
Alrighty, I am Azadora Summers. Reality of a Virtual World is my YouTube channel, and I do stuff. I don't know what else am I supposed to say.
Well, we have definitely learned that you do stuff.
Yeah, but you also learned that I prepare and plan for stuff.
That's what I was just talking about.
Okay, now since we're going back onto that little subject for just a moment, so what kind of perfume do you select for particular men, or do you just go with the standard all natural?
You can't smell in Second Life, man.
Well,
Thank goodness for that.
let's follow the logic here for a minute. You can't really get choked in Second Life eating either. But yet you won't do an eating video because of that fact.
What? Man, hold on. Okay, look. Some people like choking, but there are different types of choking.
Talking about that, right? Oh my god. He was talking about eating and choking.
Oh.
Oh goodness.
Edit.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting. Oh my gosh, I was waiting.
Oh.
God. Oh, that was great. He brings up food.
You
I know,
okay,
right?
Jack over there wheezing.
And now there's the lifestyle talk. Join in the conversation.
Okay, now you can get those toddler things that say you're wearing perfume and it describes what type of perfume it is, and then it has the particles.
Right.
That's just a lag maker. I don't want to do that. I mean,
Right.
you just pretend. You know, the smell and the odors, they are part of the description of an environment more so than the actual look of an environment. Because
Right.
if it's
Just like I told the stripper last night.
oh, what happened?
I was at a club, and she's like, "Why is everybody standing on the other side of the room from me?" I said, "Like, well, you're probably wearing too much perfume."
Wow. Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah, did too.
But I mean, it right there. That's imagination.
Right.
SL is about imagination. You create your own world, and along with that comes with smells. I mean, to make my RP life my fake character, I'm not talking about erotic RP. I'm talking about story-driven character development RP. My fake
Right.
character, she doesn't have a sense of smell because I don't want to waste my words with having to describe what things smell like. So there you go.
Okay. I can understand that logic.
Yeah. And when I'm out of character, I really don't get anything from um, going into detail about the uh, act of sniffing something.
Right. You don't want to open up the fridge and have the mold jump out and bite your nose.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Yep. Mhm.
All right. How detailed do you make your characters? I've always wanted to ask you that when we started talking about D&D during that one show.
Um, yeah, my Faye character, she has a 12-year backstory, so I go pretty deep and
Oh, that's nice.
always adapt to the RP. I mean, she still remains the same character, but just adapt to the environment. But her basic traits and qualities she still maintains.
Oh, very nice.
Right. But there's our peers that will have a different character for every type of different role play, and I just think that's I don't know. Could be overwhelming. I just like to stick to what I know.
Right. Now, I was toying with the idea of bringing this up, and okay, curiosity's getting the better of me, so I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, you were talking earlier about somebody looking for a babysitter for their daughter.
Gosh, man, that note card. I knew you were going to bring this up.
I can't wait to hear.
Y'all, it's like a damn mini novel, but I'll point out some highlights though. I mean, I already done a video on it. I just haven't uploaded it, but I gotta find it. Hold on. All right. So now, first of all, this note card, it is not in the quote unquote standard questionnaire format. It's
Oh.
just it's not. It's just a guy that has wrote several different paragraphs. And it begins with summary of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone who is strictly SL at first. No real life this time, but we could transcend into real life later down the road if we find that we hit it off. Good things should be valued. Therefore, I will treasure you in both worlds. Right? Now, I will. Don't worry because where I stopped reading this originally, it's coming up. It's coming up soon. You will get the real me, and I believe communication is important. I'm looking for someone that can be kid friendly when the time calls for it and who enjoys family role play from time to time. I do have a small daughter who is a big part of the package and has been with me for some time.
Hmm.
That was it.
Okay.
Originally, that's as far as I got on the
Okay.
original. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you my point of view from all that.
Uh huh.
Two possibilities going on here. He's waiting for to find that one woman to walk into his ready-made family, or he wants to be spanked and held like a baby.
Well, let me read just a few more sentences. She is a daddy's girl, and we are always doing things together as a family. So keep in mind, my daughter is around a lot. We log in and out together on most days.
Oh my
But I
God.
do, but I do make time for dates and intimacy with my partners. Now, here's another part. What I am seeking is someone who is family orientated and loves family RP and occasionally a little adult alone time. Occasionally.
Sounds like he's doing some nasty stuff with his daughter.
Well, I picked up that he was wanting a babysitter. I
I
mean,
get all kinds of different vibes off that one.
look, man, the whole note card is creepy. Um,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
and I have to say, man, um, it's a big red flag. The whole like I have a small daughter. We log in and out together on most days.
Right there, that's the creepy part.
Yeah, that's creepy. And also this part is well, it's not creepy, but intimacy is something I enjoy. Sexuality is part of the expression of attraction. Now, it shouldn't he shouldn't have used the word sexuality. It should be sensuality. But he shouldn't have even typed that whole damn sentence anyway. Cause I mean he's talking about his daughter, yeah, quote unquote daughter. Disclaimer, probably an adult. This is Second Life, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, he's talking like intimacy, sexuality, uh, 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 a little like adult alone time, and you know what else he does in this note card, people? He says his daughter's name.
Well, you don't
And
really
I
know.
will
You don't.
reiterate what
Go
I
ahead.
said.
And I'll go ahead and say
that
this.
it,
As
I,
far as go ahead, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
no, we kind of interrupted each other. Go for it.
No, go ahead.
Mm.
Woman, go ahead. Go on now.
I was gonna just say the way that the paragraph was structured and the way he kept putting in the intimacy and the sex in the same equation with his daughter, that's what gave me the impression that he's doing some very unusual, nasty stuff to his daughter, or
Yep,
wants to.
Now, you're
yep.
automatically assuming that that's that kind of relationship. it could be
No, I'm
a,
saying it
it could be
sounds
a,
like it.
it could be a baby girl daddy situation.
I don't think, man. Look, if it is, it's a wrongin'. I mean, it. Okay, so
No, in the
okay,
BDSM lifestyle, you have baby girls and you have daddies.
yes,
That doesn't
correct,
mean that they're your daughter per se.
correct. That is correct. But do they go to like play parks and have adventures and then go on vacations to like theme parks and stuff?
If they're little, yeah. If they're little, yeah. Because in the
They
light,
do. They
because
do.
in the lifestyle, you have baby girls that like to be treated like little girls when they're in that baby
But
girl mindset because they're able
right.
to feel safe and secure.
Right, but he didn't word it like that.
He might not know what the hell he's talking about though either. I mean
I'm a
that goes back to our original our conversation earlier when I'm sitting there saying how people word things in note cards completely wrong because they don't know any better. But yet, when you talk to them, you get exactly what they're talking about.
As much as this guy has written, trust me, I mean, I don't think it's a lifestyle as we all know it thing.
Okay.
Here's a little bit more. I'm a very random person and enjoy family activities and date nights, but I don't like to be the one always doing the planning. On occasions, I will plan weekend trips or date nights for us, and even family dates as well. Some days, I'm just random and whatever comes up, we do. It would be nice to meet someone who likes to toss their ideas out there as well as someone who doesn't count on just me to make all the planning. I would like to enjoy my time with an open minded, fun girl who likes to do family things and also just chill at home and play some table games.
Okay.
Well, I would say that most of us are looking for that part of it, not somebody to do all the one-sided planning. Like, I don't want to have to plan every date we have, or I don't,
You
and I'm
don't,
sure he
do
doesn't either.
you?
I know. I'm just saying, as if I was somebody looking for somebody, which I'm not, then that's exactly what I'd be looking for. As I would be looking for a partner that's not going to, make it my responsibility to plan everything that we do.
Hmm. Right. You want the engaging aspect. You want the one that, well, I would want the one that could make decisions and then wouldn't mind if I'd be like, hey, I have an idea. Let's go do this. That type of thing, the whole spontaneity of it. I mean, I
Right.
do like
Right.
planning and stuff, but, like that whole kind of like trade off type of thing uh, when it comes to that. But, I mean, it's just this whole note card is just weird and down at the bottom, he talks about how he was willing to trade Discord names so they could, so he could communicate in and out of game. He referred to Second Life twice as game.
Well, we've had that conversation before.
I know, but it still sticks in my craw. Second Life is not a game; it's a virtual world. But I mean, I'll give you this note card, and you can look it over in
No,
your
that's
own
quite
time
all
and
right.
see
I've,
what you
I've heard
think.
enough. I've heard enough.
Well,
I already know what his deal is.
well, I'm still gonna upload my video,
Oh, well,
but
I'm looking forward to it.
well, yeah. But
And I
oh
still
yeah,
think.
I didn't.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Oh well, I was getting
Your
ready to say.
house. You go.
I was getting
Oh
ready to
my God.
say. Well, now, anyway, what I was getting ready to say is, the more you talk, the more I think you really should have. I don't know, some other guy come on with you to help read women note cards. Now, I think that will bring a whole new dimension to your videos and give it more of an even balance. But that's just my opinion.
And that's a good opinion, and I do, creatively respect that. Um,
Hmm.
but I don't want to subject my female subscribers. I mean, because, well, but what I'll do though is that I'll make a video asking them, make like a little poll in comments or whatever. So I'll ask them,
Because
directly like,
I mean,
think
if
about it
it
like this
was
real quick, okay? Who knows? Getting a male point of view on some of that might actually give them the tools to find a better man.
right, I was gonna say something similar. Getting a male's perspective on a female's dating card could be helpful in the things that maybe that she shouldn't be putting on there. Kind of a guy's insight on what do's and don'ts to put on that note card. Just speaking
yeah,
from a female perspective.
yeah. I,
But
I,
it would definitely have to be a guy who would be comfortable voicing that type of stuff and talking about that stuff, and then just like, well, no. Not one of your typical pervy SL guys.
Right. Now I volunteer to read the content. I had no problem with going over the female cards and trying to point things out for the benefit of our species.
Go forth and propagate.
Now,
Oh wow.
I've been watching
Sorry.
your videos a lot here lately, and I gotta say, I hope that the men that are watching these videos on dating and SL are actually learning what you're saying and will stop making the same mistakes. But something tells me they won't.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe they are. I don't know. All I know is that uh more than the majority are female subscribers according to YouTube. But I have made a couple of videos instructed males on how to uh display and show themselves in the most impressionable way in a note card.
Mm.
Like with correct punctuation, and I went over like how they're because you could put like a picture of yourself up on your dating panel, and like to have take a picture of yourself, something that you enjoy doing, like if you like reading, like be in front of in a library, or in front of a bookcase or something. Don't just have a picture of yourself with
Be
your tongue sticking
creative, in
out.
other words.
And yeah, and it's like, look, if on your dating picture, if you're like almost nude and you're just wearing a thong, it's like,
Hey, I'm ready
yeah,
for business, ladies.
yeah. Or maybe you should be in the homosexual section.
Oh
Maybe
man.
this one isn't right for you.
Okay, for those of y'all that just tuned in, welcome to Jad's World. If you're new to this channel and you like the content we produce here, we host what I call Table Talk every Saturday night. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and most importantly, share it with your friends. If you're watching this on a later broadcast and you want to have information about future topics, drop the section an email at jackbatson.com, and I will definitely get back to you. Now, ladies, the more you talk about the whole dating aspect in Second Life, the more I'm beginning to feel that a lot of men are stupid in here. There, I said it. A lot of men are stupid. So you're going to have to give the women the better tools to mold these men that they're meeting. The dumb ones, anyway.
uh, uh,
And if what you say is correct, that most of your subscribers are women, yes, they would probably feast on content like that. But that's just my opinion, no one. What can I say? I'm just a man who, will tell it like it is.
well, uh, I think that needs to have a pretty good balance, because there's a difference between like the younger, females and the older females, which
Right.
are more open-minded to, like a change, or, not doing something or doing this instead type of thing. I
Hmm.
mean, uh, the younger females tend to want to be on trend.
Well,
That's
duh.
on trend, you know? And us older females are just like, what the hell are you doing?
Y'all been to the circus? You've seen that y'all been to the circus. You've seen the puppets and the puppet strings, and you're done with the ball game. In other words,
And the newbie. Oh, that was.
Uh, What? What?
I was gonna say, and the newbie cocks.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like the mature women, We want more substance and less dazzle and surprise. We want uh, comfortable conversation and things that make sense and no games and stuff like that.
Yeah, but in all fairness, you don't get that way until you reach our age anyway. We were
Well,
that way back when we were there at that age. Like I used to say, young, dumb, and full of gum. But,
no,
Yeah, yeah, I used to say that too.
I didn't. I
Young,
never.
dumb, and full of cum.
Oh, dang it, y'all. That word.
Edit, 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 edit.
No, I'll let it go. It's fine.
you'll be all right.
I would have said semen, but
Well, you don't know what kind of in what
What are they
content
gonna
that word is
salute
being
me?
used. I mean, y'all come again.
it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Well, it also depends on where you're from, and because my mom actually used to say that all the time, and my grandparents, and that's where I got it from.
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, I get to say it. And normally, if I wasn't on YouTube, I would say that. But, well, actually, I wouldn't because I never was in that type of manner. And because I am on YouTube, that I wouldn't say come, I'd say semen.
And like I said, is it going to stand up and salute to me?
Oh man. Okay. Let me try to rein this back on the rails here just a little bit. For those of y'all just tuned in, welcome. Hope y'all having a great weekend, and welcome to Table Talk in Jack's World. Now, we've been talking about some very interesting topics. If y'all want to join in the discussion, there's still time to do so. If you're a Second Life citizen, there's links all over the place in my Discord. Then we'll put one up here in YouTube chat here in a minute. So come on down, have some fun, and see where the night takes you. After all, it is a sinful Saturday.
In Jack's
only-
world, not in reality of a virtual world, but in Jack's world, I'm just here to, show a different perspective. I love my subscribers.
Oh, I love my subscribers too, and if you all do decide to cross over, yeah, well, you get the benefit of my wisdom as well, from a different
And
point of
dirty your
view.
mind.
I wouldn't say I got a dirty mind.
I said dirtier.
Oh. Well, now we actually know what you think now, don't we? Oh, no.
Oh, go ahead, Jack.
Jet's World is all about having fun, and if you go up to the profile page and read about the About section, you'll see that I put role-playing videos, radio content type plays. I talk about the world that I see around me, and not only Second Life, but the real world as well, and try to at least bring a little joy to everybody's life. So don't be shy, say hi, and always be willing to stop on by. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I did have this idea like a couple of days ago,
Hmm.
and since we're kind of, sort of, still like on the topic before the semen, that would
Uh-huh.
have been really good if I had said the C word, y'all. It really would have been funny, but no. Anyway, so yeah, talk about, like the male and female perspective of Second Life dating. I was thinking that if we could get some people to do like a dating video, think about that. They're in their avatar and
Right.
they're talking through their avatar.
Uh-huh.
Just how you remember back in the day when they'd have these dating agencies in the physical world, and you'd do videos, and then you'd go and watch videos and tell the person which video you liked and stuff.
Hmm.
That's how we dated back in the day, the physical world. Well, But we just
Right.
take that same concept and put it in a Second Life.
Okay, first of all, I like the idea, but considering the age group that we're dealing with running Second Life, I don't think it would go over all that well. I think they're
I
into
was
more.
thinking,
I'm thinking they're more or less wanting to get into speed date kind of situation. We could set up something like that now. Host a speed dating night on either both of our channels and pick a location. Can either be mine or yours, or we'll pick a neutral location.
Oh, what were you going to say, Anita?
I was gonna say you need an SL dating show.
Yeah.
Not so much
Oh,
speed dating, because speed dating is you talk to one person for like 5 minutes and then you move on,
Well, that's the attention
um,
span of a lot of people in Second Life.
right? But like an SL dating show.
hmm. Like, there was yeah, from back in the day in the physical world on TV.
Hmm?
I can't remember. I know, yeah, the names of those shows. I
I
can't
can't
remember.
remember them to save my life, so I know what you mean though.
Hello there, Elder. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Been a long time while you took
To
off.
me, that would be more interesting than the SL note cards.
Well,
Well,
no, her
Or
no
even
cards are great. Her no
right. Well,
cards are.
I'm not saying I'm not downing that at all, but I'm talking about the dating agency part of it.
yeah, and so yeah, like mine is. Oh, I can't talk. So instead of doing like the dating videos, like just do the
Do like a
dating
dating
show.
show type video where you invite people to be on the part of the SL dating show, and you get so many eligible people, you know, either sex, and have them
um,
come on the.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but you got to read that in the YouTube chat real quick. I had no idea how that happened to him, but that's funny as fuck.
Where did YouTube autoplay take me? I was half asleep and I got here. That's funny and yet so true.
Oh my god, that's great. I've had that happen to me.
Yeah, me too. It's interesting what kind of rabbit holes you find yourself in when you wake up after autoplay on YouTube.
Right? You're like, where am I and how did I get here?
Yeah.
Well, that's how you can also find new viewers. And
Oh,
you,
I know. I had quite the video wake up one day.
oh, you did tell us all about it.
It was a gay gentleman demonstrating on how to do a blowjob.
Wow.
Okay, enough said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, for a dating show, one, I don't know if it's already been done. Two, um, that would take some editing a lot because people are unpredictable, man.
Right? But I think it would be entertaining.
Well,
Stripper?
see, well, hold on. We could do it in a we can do it in a controlled environment. We could have live people in the audience, but not give them the ability to voice. There's a way to do that, I'm sure.
Well, nobody's going to watch if they have to read, man. I mean,
No, what I mean is they're not going. Their voices are not going to be heard on the record. There's a way to do that, I'm sure. As far as the video side is concerned.
Well, you would probably want to pre-record and then,
Yeah,
when you're asking people questions about, what they're looking for and blah, blah, blah. the
that's
type
where you
people are
pre-record.
interested
Yeah,
in,
exactly.
you would, cut and you'd edit and
oh
just like with
well,
a normal TV show.
Yeah, it's the voice I'm not concerned about. It's the sight in their actions. I mean, they could just whip off all their clothes. And
Edit,
I don't
edit,
know.
edit, edit.
And and
No,
put
no,
a little
no.
put a
Blur that out.
disclaimer at the bottom. This is not suitable for a child's eyes or some shit like that. Must be
No,
18
that's
to
when the
view.
censor blocks
Yeah.
come in. And I don't know how to do those yet, man.
We'll get there. We'll get there. It's been
No, but
a.
I
It's been a.
if we
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. That's all good.
Mm.
Go ahead.
No, it's your show. You go ahead.
Well, it's been a learning process for both of us, quite honestly. I mean, your channel been what, around 3 or 4 years?
4 since
Mine's been
2012.
around 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's been around 3. So yeah, it's kind of fun what you can really dive into with YouTube and Second Life combined. Can you imagine what you could really create if people wouldn't be so lazy?
I know. Well, I mean, there already has been, videos of the M word that I can't pronounce wrong. So I'm going to do my best. Machina, machina, machina.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm not even going to try to say it. And that's why I
Yeah.
wanted to do while I
Can
got
you
you
spell
all.
it for me?
Uh, mushima, mushima, moo.
It's still hooked on phonics.
They don't do that anymore. Man, they got rid of hooked on phonics years ago.
Oh my gosh, I grew up with that.
Yeah, they don't do that in schools anymore, man.
Stand
See?
out the word.
I'm showing my age.
It's here. I'm gonna have to Google it because
Mashima.
yes, I think that might be it. Hold on. N- Wait, hold on. Man, for the love of monkey balls, it's
I knew you were worried about the cum word.
man, look, I can't even spell it right to ask Google to find it how to spell it right. It's Machimashima. I know the audience will know what I'm talking about, but Mushimashima, it's like where you take videos of inside a
Game
or
Yeah.
a virtual world.
in world.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, like a lot of people will do it on The Sims.
hmm
Yeah, so it's that word. But anyway, there's been a lot, and stuff, and there are a lot of people that have been created. It's just in SL YouTube, it just seems that the focus is more on
Sales. And
shopping.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's another reason why I dove into SL content more than what I did in the beginning. Because I got kind of tired of watching. That's all you see is, ooh, let's go shopping. Or, oh,
Or
let's
makeup.
go, yeah,
Do a lot of
let's go decorating. Yoo-hoo. And then you got to the how-to videos. I mean, okay,
hey now.
this is probably gonna upset some people, but if you don't know how to work your inventory, then sit down for a moment, go and read just fiddle around, look at your site, look at your sections.
But some people are more visual learners.
Oh,
hmm
I'll
They're
agree
more
with that.
audio
I'll agree.
learners, you know? Yeah.
Well,
I'll agree
and I
with.
mean, granted, some of the wording in your stuff can be a little bit confusing because it's not quite look at it and it's very obvious.
No, that's
Mm.
based on the creator though too. I mean,
Right. And it also depends, on what viewer you're using.
Yep. That's true. That's true. Yeah, you've got Black Dragon. You've got That one that starts with a K.
I have no
Um,
Okay.
idea what you're talking about.
I,
I just
I,
recently Black Dragon.
I don't like Black Dragon. I just use Firestorm. Uh, and for those
Heard
brave souls out there that use the SL client, yeah, good luck to you.
I haven't used that in years, but used to use it off and on. My favorite has always been the Firestorm, though.
Yeah,
Previously, Phoenix, and before that, Emerald.
yeah.
It has
I think
definitely graduated throughout the years.
Oh, Emerald was
really
great.
had.
Emerald was great back in the day.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was quite, cutting in technology back then for what it was.
Yeah, especially in comparison to the SL viewer.
Oh man.
The SL
It,
viewer was so complicated you could barely find anything.
well, yeah, because the user interface was just so like, what am I looking at? Where
Hmm.
are the people? Well, what is this?
Hmm.
All these things you have to do to get things started, and they don't tell you where these things are and what to click. And ugh, it's horrible.
I just kind of wonder where common sense has gone in society today as a whole. I mean, the more I look around, the less and less common sense I see. And I'm talking about in both worlds. The complete morons are out there. So we all be careful when you're out and about because when you encounter somebody, you have no idea who you're encountering in the real world anymore. They could come off being all nicey nice and be playing all kinds of little deviant little things.
The most entertaining people are.
Okay.
I think one's definition of entertaining would depend on the amount of risk that they are comfortable to take.
Yeah, I agree.
It's SL. There's not that much risk to it.
Oh,
That's not
is it?
true. That's not true. If you get a hold of somebody that can really paint a very vivid scene in your mind, where you can actually feel what's going on, that can get very traumatic for some people, and you have to tread very carefully.
Yeah, granted. But you always have the option to walk away.
Yeah, but if you're sitting there freaking out,
You're not
you're not
trapped in a
you're not
situation.
always going to be able to walk away. If you're having a panic attack and you're having a hard time trying to breathe or something of that nature.
And there's the after effect. Like, sure, you could, log out or, TP away, but then you're like by
You're,
your lonesome, and it's like, oh, and you need a friendly ear to listen to you, to like
hmm
help calm you down.
and
Right.
if you
But
and if
my
you don't have that if you don't have that support system already established when you log out of a world like virtual like Second Life, you're left there with not only you're left there with your thoughts, but you fall deeper and darker into that little hole, and nobody's ever there to pull you out, and you really start to freak out. That's why people, when they say and do certain things in here, we don't think enough about how it's going to affect somebody else. All the little gamers and mind players, they don't stop to think. We need to get back to the basics. Now, the basics, in my opinion, and this is strictly just my opinion, not fact driven or anything of that nature, but people were coming into Second Life to find that support system that they didn't really have in the real. And people start to look down on them because of that. But back in the golden days, that's what it was all about. Now it's like, oh, stay away from me, you little fucking freak. Things like that. And that's a shame. Alright, I'm getting off my soapbox on that one. Before I kill Chad completely.
Nah, that was good. I mean, I like it when somebody else says that besides me, because just makes me think about how, back in the day, it was, we were all a community, man. I mean,
Hmm.
seriously.
Yeah.
And people took time to, you know, like
Talk to you.
relish. Well, yeah, talk to you and relish in the joy of what you've made, even though what you made was a prim that you just colored differently. They still took the time, and if they were more advanced or what have you, then they still took the time to relish in the joy of what was new to you. That's what I
Right.
meant.
Now it's all about keeping up with the Joneses and all that. I mean, so much so much bullshit has seeped into the virtual world from reality. When it was supposed to be a place where you can get away from it all, and where you can find your balance and center yourself. But
Yep,
that's just my take on it.
I agree. Now it's like you log in and it's like, oh yeah, there's an event for this cause and an event for that cause and an event for this and this and this, and it's just like, geez, leave me alone. Yeah.
Right, right. Well, I remember you used to go to the sandboxes back in the day and you'd find, anywhere from 5 to 10 or more people building. And now when you go to sandboxes, they're mostly empty.
That's because everybody's building on their own property now. Because if you can build on your own property, why would you want to go to a
Well,
sandbox?
it's not just that, but have a lot of trolls in sandboxes now.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, they do.
Alrighty, my
Now,
little. Go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say the furry sandboxes, they're pretty awesome.
Are they
I
They
need to
make
go to
fun?
one of those. Oh,
they make amazing things. Those furries, they sure know how to make stuff.
Yeah, they're very creative, very imaginative. They have great
Yeah.
imaginations. And see, we've lost some of that. Now, you just made a comment about taking a prim and coloring it in a different color. When you're dealing with building, at least on certain levels anyway, especially in the beginning level, when you're trying to figure this out and that out, play with the shapes. Cut it different ways. Cut it this way. Cut it that way. Make it small. Make it bigger. Let your imagination really run wild with you. Then find the texture you think will fit with it. I suggest going out and getting Photoshop and working on textures there
Yep.
of your own creation.
Yep. GIMP is free. GIMP.
GIMP is not as good as Photoshop, in my opinion.
I
And,
love GIMP. I use GIMP. I recommend GIMP. It's free.
oh yeah, GIMP is free, but you get what you pay for.
Oh. You could use Photoshop brushes and plugins in GIMP.
Right.
GIMP is awesome, and the
But you,
user interface is better.
but you're only paying it's like $11 a month for Photoshop. That's
That
all.
$11 a month can go to somewhere else.
Well, true, true, true. I'm not going to argue that. I mean, I personally like Photoshop because that's what I've always used. I tried GIMP out before I settled on Photoshop, and I just have no problem with paying just a little bit of money to do higher quality work.
Yeah, well,
Now that does not mean that I'm an expert and can do amazing shit. I've seen what you do. You got more talent than I do. Clearly, you're above board. You blow my shit out of the water.
well, thanks for the compliment, but I use GIMP. It's free.
Yeah,
But
it's free.
I will say this though, I did try Photoshop and I thought, no, I'm not going to be, spending money on getting a headache. I'm going to GIMP. It's free. What I got to lose?
Okay, what about Photoshop? What about Photoshop gave you a headache? I'm
I didn't
curious.
like the I didn't like the user interface.
It's
I didn't
changed.
find it intuitive. So was GIMP.
The user interface changes once every couple of years or so. Every time they do a little update, there's always something a little bit different.
Well, it's too late now. I'm used to GIMP.
Well, of course you are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of, we both use OBS.
Right.
Well, I was fiddling around yesterday, like looking at other like types of different ways to edit, um, and I found this thing that you'll find very useful. Yeah, I think it's useful. Uh,
Lay it
yeah, hold
on
on.
me.
I'm trying to remember. Hold on, I need to look at my computer. It's called the Mini Tool Movie Maker, and
Okay.
it's free, and
You don't want to plug
I
in.
no, it's not a plug-in. It's its own program. Um,
You got that on your Windows, by the
I
way.
downloaded it yesterday. It was free.
You should already have a version of that on your media.
That's Windows Media something.
It's the
This is
same
totally
thing.
different.
It's the same thing.
What, Mini Tool Movie Maker? You're talking about the Windows Movie Maker.
Okay. All right.
No, this is different. But anyway, I think it's great. It's simple, and it doesn't have like any issues with my OBS or whatnot. But anyway, I wanted to tell you that before I forgot. But
Cool. I'll have to check it out.
so what I'll do is I'll put it in local chat.
All
Yeah,
right.
movie maker. Yeah, just Google that. So
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
you're welcome.
Now, in closing, because I do feel like we should start to wrap things up, and for those of y'all that are just now tuned in, welcome. Feel free to bounce around on the replay here in a little while and skip to certain parts you might find more entertaining than others. And don't forget to also hit that little subscribe button if you like the content that I produce here at Jats World, and share it with all your friends. Give me a thumbs up. I even welcome, to a certain degree, non-good comments, because any comment is going to drive more traffic up and go around and around, and we go, Isadora, you want to talk about your channel real quick before we sign out?
Yep, and if you are looking at Jack's World, which is a great channel, and he is a friend of mine, you are more than welcome to come over to Reality of a Virtual World. I do different stuff, tutorials on building and just general Second Life things, especially dating. Apparently, that's my
Oh, yeah.
now. But
That I would say
yes.
that's your hook. Yeah, I would say that's your main platform right there.
So, but
Oh, and
all is welcome.
and don't forget, everybody, if you're checking out her dating videos, to watch the one in the bathroom. It's a great one.
And you never know, maybe one of your cards will get read.
Oh, edit, 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 edit.
I'm waiting for that. Oh my gosh. No, that would just encourage people to write crazy stuff.
Give people ideas. People bad.
Alrighty,
Left
everybody.
my camera.
Going to head you on out with just a little bit of music and see you all around on the grid. Everybody be safe and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeehaw!
I love it when you start going edit, edit, edit. Yeah.
Okay, I stopped my recording. Yeah, that's gonna take some weeks.